Another edition of live saxophone class with Jadsax. Yeah. Please, if you are just joining for the first time, I need you to make sure you click on the like button and make sure you share this broadcast. Okay. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining in today for another session of live saxophone class. All right. Please, as you are joining, make sure you share this broadcast and at the same time like this broadcast. Okay. Today we're going to do something very important. That is a secret I'm going to unveil today on a technique called growling. Yes. So please keep joining, keep joining, keep joining, keep joining. And at the same time, keep inviting your friends to join in. Right? Keep joining, keep joining, keep joining. Keep joining. All right. All right, keep joining, keep joining, keep joining, keep joining. Keep joining, keep joining, keep joining. Shortly we shall be starting with the topic for today. Today we're going to be discussing on growling technique. Okay? You need to get used to some of these techniques. Get used to them and be able to apply them. Okay. All right, keep joining. And as you are joining, kindly tell me where you are watching from. Tell me your name and where you are joining from and where you are watching from, all right? Tell me your name and where you are watching from. Okay? Okay, somebody is asking a question here. He said, sir, please, can you talk on the fingerings for autism? Okay. I think we should schedule a day for this. Omori Lagos. Okay. All right. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. So we shall be discussing on that topic one of these days. All right. Somebody is asking if we can talk on autism. Okay, this is Ruth Jacobs from UK. All right, thank you for joining in. Please, as you are joining, kindly tell me your name and where you are joining from. Okay. Yeah, as you are joining, tell me your name and where you are joining, where you're watching from. Okay, you're welcome to my official channel where we teach saxophone, and we always go live on this channel every Wednesday, 8 p.m. West African time. Okay, this is Elisa G from Houston. All right, thank you for joining in. Thank you. So just like I said, today I'm going to be talking about growling technique. So I'm going to talk about that technique, and we'll see how we can actually go about it. Okay? Sometimes you used to hear people play like, so you'll be wondering, what is this person, how is this person doing this? There's no magic about it. We are going to talk about it this evening, okay? Alright, now I think it's time for us to start teaching on this particular topic, growling. Okay, as you are learning skills, it's also important to learn techniques. So in this live session, we are not just going to be teaching skills and applications. We are also going to be teaching some vital techniques that can also make you to sound well. All right. Okay. This is iConnect from New Jersey. All right, you are welcome. Thank you for joining. Please make sure as you are joining this live session, kindly hit on the like button. All right, hit on the like button. Okay. Straight to the point. I said today we are going to talk about growling technique. Somebody said the other time that I'm rushing. So today I'm not going to rush this teaching. I'm going to be taking it gradually. All right. So we are going to be talking about growling technique. Now, what comes to your mind when you hear the word growl? Okay, growl. Now, when we're talking about growling, it's actually a raspy sound produced on the saxophone. All right, I'm going to take that again. I said growling technique. It's a technique which can be referred to as a growling effect. Yeah, let me put it that way. All right, growling technique is the same thing as what? A growling effect you produce on the saxophone. All right, now when I'm talking about growling effect produced on the saxophone, now what is that thing? How does it sound? How does it sound like? What does it mean? All right. So in a way, we can actually say that growling is the same thing as a raspy effect. Okay, a raspy effect. When I'm talking about, when they say something is raspy, it means that thing is rough. Rough. So now, in a nutshell, we can say that growling technique is a rough technique produced on the saxophone. Now, what effect does roughness have to do with a sound? It has some effect. All right, it has some effect. Oh my God, this is another question game. Somebody says, can we teach on how to maximize 30 minutes of daily practice, sir? What things should I be focusing on and how long? Please, we can talk on this later after my teachings, all right? Yes, please just hold on and we shall discuss on this. All right, thank you. Now, just like I said growling technique is a raspy effect produced on the saxophone. And remember, I said something again. I said when you're talking about, when you say something is raspy, it means rough. So now what we are saying in essence is that a rough effect you produce on the saxophone is what you call growling. Now, similarly, I need every one of us to know that this growling effect we are talking about, some people are fond of doing it. Yeah, some human beings are fond of doing this. You know, I don't know if you've ever had an encounter with people who snore while sleeping. Have you had it? Things like that. So they themselves too, they are actually growling, but in another sense it's being referred to as snoring. Is that okay? So some people snore, all right, and bringing that on the saxophone is what you refer to as growling, all right. That is growl. To growl means what? To snore. Let me put it that way. All right, now don't forget when I said growling, I said it means a raspy sound you produce on the saxophone. And when we're talking about raspy sound, it means what? A rough sound or a rough effect you produce on the saxophone. Now, how do you get this achieved? That is where the problem lies. And I'm going to tell you how to get it done. All right, and this remind me when we were small, we used to do things like, you know, little children can just go out and say, all right. Now, this actually is a good way to produce this raspy effect on the saxophone. This growling technique that we're talking about. Now, how do you achieve this? Very easy. Always make sure you position the tip of your tongue, all right, as if you are bending it, all right, in an inverted U shape, all right. But at this time around now, pointing towards you, the tip pointing towards you, all right, and the downside of your tongue hitting the surface of the roof of your mouth, all right, like this. Okay, now I have my tongue in an inverted U. Then the back side of the tongue hitting the surface of the roof. So with this now, when I apply force, all right, when I try to push out air, so I'm going to have that gargling effect. All right, then I'll have it like, place it already. This is the position. Okay, now that raspy effect now is as a result of the vibration that is happening or that is occurring between the tongue and the roof of my mouth. So I will now be having it as, and I'm bringing it to the saxophone. You have it as, okay, that's how to growl on the saxophone, like, okay. And I can now come up with maybe if I'm improvising or doing one or two on the saxophone, I can now choose to be running my scales or licks using this same effect, all right, like okay. Now, one thing I want us to know again is this: when a technique has become too much in any musical piece, it spoils that particular music. All right, so don't use some of these techniques all the while, all the time, but sometimes make sure you use them. All right, use them briefly. If I'm doing a song now, I can just decide to like bring in this particular technique, and I will enjoy it. This is I have no other God but you. I have no other God but you. All right. You have done what no man has done. All right. And you will do what no man can do. In case if you don't know the tonic sofa of the song, I think I should tell you the tonic sofa first before we go. We hear how we are going to. Okay, now that's the tonic so far for the song, and of course we are actually working on the key of C, right? So we are working on the key of C. Now this is how I'm going to apply this. Remember, I told you not to too much, do not overuse a technique, else it will make it to be meaningless. All right. So this is it now. If I'm going this now, I can play. You can hear how I apply the growl effect. So it will just bring some kind of dynamic to the music. All right. I'm sorry for the break in the transmission, okay? So sorry about that. I'm sorry, but now I'm back, all right? I'm back now. So now, just like I said don't overuse a particular technique, all right? Don't overuse any technique. Don't overuse what? Any technique. So just the way I play this now, you can just be applying it little by little on any of your piece, all right? Okay, I want to believe that you all understand what I said with respect to growling. I said growling is a raspy sound or effect produced on the saxophone. I'm going to take it again. I said growling is a raspy sound or effect produced on the saxophone. All right, and I told you when you said something is raspy, it means that thing is rough. All right, so in a nutshell, what we're saying is that growling is that particular rough sound you produced on the saxophone, and how to achieve it, get it achieved, I've already shown you, all right? By doing what? Having an inverted U with the use of your tongue, all right? Pointing the tip of your tongue towards yourself, all right? Like this. Okay? Now, and you have this surface now. You have this now pointing towards what? The roof of your mouth. Okay? So, now, you can now be doing it all like, right? Just like that. Is that okay? So, and that is how you can actually have a way of following on this particular technique. Are we following? I'm waiting for your questions on this particular topic, all right? You can hear how I applied it, right? Okay, in absence of question, so I want to believe now that okay, somebody is asking a question that is it possible to growl on altissimo? Sure, it's possible. Can you hear that? Okay. So it's possible. So all you're going to do there is to make sure you tighten your embouchure very well, all right? Make sure you tighten it so that the air going will just be going slightly. It's possible. But mostly it's advisable that when you're on altissimo, what you should be doing should not be growling, but rather fluttering. All right? We're going to talk on fluttering in one of the classes as we continue also, where you'll be hearing that. So things like that. So we're still going to talk about fluttering as well. Somebody still asking another question. It says, saying, I growled sometimes during playing, unintentional. Hope is cool. Very cool. Very cool. Yes, it is. It is. Thank you. I'm still waiting for more questions, please. More questions. More questions. More. I'm enjoying this session already. More question. More question. Yes. And to those of you who have been requesting for a personal one-on-one mentorship session with me, yes, I'm still very open for that. Yes, where both of us can be interacting on things relating to saxophone. You learn a lot of things by God's grace. So I'm still very open for personalized one-on-one saxophone training programs. You can enroll for such session by sending a WhatsApp DM to +234 81 44058 513. I'm going to repeat it again. If you want to reach out to me for a personalized one-on-one saxophone training course, you can reach out to me by sending a WhatsApp DM to this number +234 81 44 058 513. That's my WhatsApp number through which you can easily reach out to me or to sign up for one-on-one intensive training session. Please don't forget to click on the like button if you are still live. If you are still live, please. Okay. Somebody said, would I please share some details on natural minor and its application? As it stands now, I think we have a lot of topics to discuss on now. So, but what we are going to do is this. It's very easy. What we are going to be doing is this. Let's cast a vote now. Let's just cast a vote. If you want to talk on natural minor and its application next week, all right, just type natural minor. Do you understand? If you want us to discuss on natural minor and its application, we're not just going to teach you natural minor this time around. We're going to teach you I will teach you natural minor and how you can rightly apply it to songs. Okay? We're going to derive some phrases, licks and phrases on that. If you want us to talk on natural minor, what did I say? I said you should write natural minor on the comment section. And to somebody who suggested we teach on altissimo. So if you want us to do altissimo in our next class, then type altissimo. The highest number of votes will determine the topic we're going to teach in the next class. Next week, Wednesday, by God's grace. Okay. So, I'm waiting for the votes. Okay, somebody's asking a question. Says, at which point is it best to apply growling? Sometimes when I do it, I feel like it doesn't sound right or I didn't add it at the right time. Okay, I like that particular question from Ruth Jacobs. I like that question. When and how to apply it? All right, that's the question, if I'm not mistaken. Now, I want to ask you a question. Did you like the way I applied mine when I was playing? Answer me, please. Did you like it? This question is directly to Ruth Jacobs. Okay, yes. Ruth said yes, it sounded good. All right, now this is the idea. Number one thing I said you should not overuse the technique. There are many techniques out there. Don't get yourself stick to one particular technique and start using it anyhow, right? Don't overuse a technique. Just let it just come in once. All right, any technique we are applying, aside from even this growling, let it happen in a way that your audience will be expecting to hear more from you, not even you making it too popular. All right. Do you understand what I'm saying now? Let it just come once in a while. In that order, you yourself, you are going to enjoy it, and your listener as well will feel satisfied to what you are playing. All right. So that is what I need you to know. Okay. Can you hear when I use it? Okay. Just once in a while. All right. Thank you. Okay. Have we casted our vote already? Oh, with the look of things now, that's just next week we're going to talk about altissimo. Okay, altissimo. Because from the look of things now, what we are having now, we're having a vote of two votes on altissimo against one vote on natural minor. So that implies now that next week, Wednesday, we're going to be teaching on altissimo. Wow, another person has voted altissimo. So that shows now that next week, we're going to be teaching on altissimo. And the following week, we'll teach on natural minor and work on some can apply it to songs. So everything we're going to be doing in this session, I'm not just going to be teaching you licks and phrases in any of our live sessions without showing you the applications. All right, everything's going to be working in hand together. Okay. Now, so from the vote we have so far, altissimo is going to be the next topic to discuss on, by God's grace, coming week Wednesday. Now, I have a question again to attend to. Somebody is asking, what exercise would you recommend for developing the ears? Wow, this is another teaching on its own, right? This is a teaching, this is a topic, this is a course on its own. All right, ear training exercise. So that will make me now to think on how we can also teach on this particular exercise. So we're going to work on that as well. Please take note of this by trying to, okay, maybe in the next session, when we are casting votes, we'll see to it to know when we are going to decide on teaching on ear training. All right, so we can talk on some of the exercises you need to do in order to have a perfect develop a good ear training exercises. All right, so now next week, please, if you've not liked this video, I don't know what you are waiting for. Kindly click on like. All right, like this video, like it. The like icon there is meant to be pressed, so hit on the like button. All right, so thank you. So next week now we're going to be teaching on altissimo. Okay, and please make sure by that next week invite your friends to join us in this live session, because I believe today's teaching on growling will go a long way in also enhancing your play, as well as many other techniques have been doing to you. All right, thank you for joining, and don't forget, if you want to sign up for the one-on-one training session, all right, my one-on-one mentorship training session, the door is still open. You can reach me by sending a WhatsApp message to +234 8144058513. There we'll be able to dialogue more better than what we are doing even right here. Thank you for joining. See you next week class. Okay. All right, thank you. See you next week. All right, bye.